We remember your love.
Hello, Sunday school friends. Welcome. Today we are going to be talking about Palm Sunday. And we talked about that in our children's sermon today, if you heard that with Miss Laura. But we are going to go a little bit deeper on what happened on Palm Sunday. Now, Jesus is being welcomed back into Jerusalem, and there was excitement and there was an eagerness, and we welcome and we honor Jesus in this story because of this special person that he is and all that he taught us and his followers. Jesus was killed because he was following God and not the rule of the land. He was following a higher rule. But we know that Jesus was special. When we welcome him into our lives, we know that the story is not over. We know that he has so much more to teach us. So let's learn about Jesus on Palm Sunday. Okay, today we are reading from Matthew 21, verses 1 through 11. As they approached Jerusalem and came to Bethphage on the Mount of Olives, Jesus sent two disciples, saying to them, "Go to the village ahead of you, and once you are there, you will find a donkey tied there and a colt by her. Untie them and bring them to me. If anyone says anything to you, tell them that the Lord needs them, and he will send them right away." This took place to fulfill what was spoken through the prophet. "Say to the daughter of Zion, see your king come to you, gentle and riding on the donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey." The disciples went and did as Jesus had instructed them. They brought the donkey and the colt, placed their cloaks on them, and Jesus sat on them. A very large crowd spread their cloaks on the road, while others cut branches from the trees and spread them out on the road. The crowds that went ahead of him and those that followed shouted, "Hosanna to the Son of David. Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Hosanna in the highest." When Jesus entered Jerusalem, the whole city stirred and asked, "Who is this?" The crowds answered, "This is Jesus, the prophet from Nazareth in Galilee." So let's watch our video next.
Hey there, I'm Abigail. Wait, can you hear it? The praises from the crowd are growing louder and louder. There are footsteps as more people gather to welcome Jesus, and the sounds of kids like us joining in. Do you see it? There are crowds of people surrounding Jesus and palm branches being laid at his feet so that he doesn't touch the ground. There is joy, laughter, wonder, and excitement. This is how Jesus was welcomed into Jerusalem. There was a place prepared for him. This story helps us to remember that Jesus was welcomed with love and joy. What a beautiful way to come into the city. He could have just walked in and been greeted with a quick wave. He could have come and nobody said anything. Instead, he was met with cheers, palms, and a happy crowd. Welcoming is a part of our faith. It makes people feel like they belong. One summer, my mom let me go stay at my grandma's house. My grandma lived on a lake, and I was excited to go. When I got there, I was amazed at what I saw. My grandma gave me the biggest hug and told me that she was so happy to have me there. She even decorated her guest room for me. She made the bed with my favorite blanket and made sure that I had extra places to put my things. Then, she showed me that her refrigerator was full of snacks that I loved. My grandma didn't have to do all of that, but she welcomed me in a special way. She made me feel really loved and celebrated. When we remember the way that Jesus was welcomed, we see how we can welcome people with joy and celebration so that they feel loved. This might not be shouting, "Hosanna, Hosanna," in a crowd, or even bringing someone into your home for a summer. Welcoming is anything you do to remind people that they belong, and you are so happy to see them. We can do that every day. Welcoming people is a beautiful way to show our faith and to remember Jesus. Now, it's time for you to wonder.
So friends, let's think about today's story as someone coming to visit. Have you ever welcomed someone into your house? The excitement, the anticipation of someone coming. This is what people felt when Jesus came on Palm Sunday. So this week, let's think about as Jesus prepares, as we prepare for Easter, why don't we think about, I welcome Jesus, He welcomes me, we welcome everyone, Jesus teaches this to me. One more time together, okay? I welcome Jesus, He welcomes me, we welcome everyone, Jesus teaches this to me. All right, friends, I will see you next week when we celebrate Easter. Bye.
We remember you.